this morning on Morning Report there was a wonderful conversation between restaurant owner Anton Matthews and Guy Nespina about a free te reo Māori class Anton is offering in Christchurch. Anton and Guy both speak Māori beautifully, but the class is for people who don't. Now, Anton thought a few people would come. Hundreds turned up, and among them was Jimmy Le Comte, the father of one of our very special listeners, Paul. Now, Jimmy isn't fluent or even close to close, but that's the point. He wants to know more, and he reckons, to paraphrase Martha Gellhorn, our responsibility is the effort. So we called him. Jim, it's John. Or, hear me, it's Hone. Kei te pēhea koe. How are you?
I'm good, thank you, John. Kia ora to you.
It's lovely to talk to you.
Thank you.
And so what did you do last night?
We learned some vowels and we learned some words, how to say the words properly, and he gave us some of the meanings of it, sort of thing, and he just explained different things, and he also said that give it a go of saying these things. He says it might not sound right, he says, but at least if someone hears you, they know you're trying to say it anyway. And he says it's better to do, to have a go at it than not try it at all. What the main reason why I'm taking it on is I'd like to be able to say a few, in a conversation, just to be able to say a few sentences. I know quite a few words, but put them together in a sentence, that's what I need to know how to do that. To say sort of something in it, to talk to someone and ask them how they're doing and things like that. And that's what I need to know, how to do it properly. But no, it was very interesting. It was only for an hour. He's got 3 more nights of it. I think he was very surprised. It was originally going to happen in his restaurant. He thought he'd only get a dozen or more. And they told me last night there was about 500. I thought there was 300 to 400, but I heard there was about 500 there. So it just shows you that there's big interest in it.
Now, I'm going to ask you a very personal question, and you don't have to answer it on the wireless, but give us a ballpark figure. How old are you?
How old? Oh, no. As I put that on Facebook, I says I'm an old man. I'm 75.
Okay, and you and
I don't mind you put my age out. It doesn't mind me.
No. Well, it's nice to get to 75, isn't it? And it sounds like there's many more years to come. But why at 75?
I hope so.
Yeah, me too.
So.
Why at 70? And I bet your family does as well. Why at 75 did you decide to go to Māori lessons?
Well, I don't know. We've got Māori friends. Two of our Paul's our own child, but two of our other children we adopted, and they're both part Māori. They don't really know Māori, but because they've got a bit of heritage, I just thought I'd like to know a bit of Māori myself. We've got quite a few friends in different parts of New Zealand, particularly up around Rotorua way, and I thought it'd be nice to be able to go there and just have a small conversation with someone in their language. I don't want to just a few sentences, things like that.
Yeah. And also, just the name, Roto, Lake, Rua, too, right? So just to know basic stuff like that.
Yep, that's dead right. Yeah, and like if you're going somewhere and you want to ask directions or something, or if you're in a restaurant and you just want to start, particularly if you want to do it in Māori, it'd be nice to be able to do that sort of thing. And some of the Māori friends that we have, they can't speak Māori themselves, so I'm just wanting to learn to do it. I just thought you're never too old to do things. When I was about 40, I left school when I was in the second form, so I never got school certificate. So when I got at about 40, I thought, I wouldn't mind having a go at school certificate. So I ended up getting school certificate through correspondence thing, and then I thought I'd have a go at sixth form certificate. So I did that as well. So I thought to myself, you're never too old to do things.
No, you're not. And and also, is it about respect for the language and the people? Is that part of why you're doing this?
I think so, yes, because I like the language. I like listening to it. I like the music. I actually find, even sometimes at our church there, we have some of our hymns sung in Māori, and I actually find it's easier to sing it than to actually say it.
Yeah.
It just seems to be easier to sing it. And, I don't know, it's just nice. I just think it's great.
So who else was there last night? As you looked around the room, hundreds of people. What sort of people were they?
Oh, all sorts. I was surprised. I thought there'd be a lot of young people there, but there was probably a lot of elderly people like me. There was everyone from I didn't really see any young ones, I suppose. The young ones, I suppose, probably about 20 or so. I didn't think younger than that, but it was just a big mixture of everyone. Male, female, all ages.
Yeah, lovely.
That's why I was very surprised when I looked around. I think even the teacher doing it, I think he must have been very surprised at what he's seen around the place, because it'll be interesting actually next week to go again to see whether they'll get the same crowd. Some may pull away, but I don't think so, because he made it so easy, you know. It was just like starting off at school and you're learning something, and he just made it so easy for everyone, and I think that's what maybe was so good about it.
Right, so let's have a test. What's the giant lake in the middle of the North Island called?
Taupo. Tupo.
Toe, as in on your foot, and paw, as in, you know.
Yeah, Tupo.
Taupo.
Well, see, our English there, I always think of it as Taupo, but it is, I know it's Tupo, yeah.
And this is the thing, isn't it? It's a habit of a lifetime that we're overcoming, isn't it? When all you've done is speak English, suddenly you're kind of starting from scratch, aren't you? You're starting again.
Yeah. Well, see, I like some of these hyphenated ones, like with Mount Cook now, Mount Aoraki, what does it,
Aoraki.
That's like Mount Aoraki. Things like that, I think they're quite good to have. You know, to have the different ones, and I just think it's part of New Zealand, it's part of our history. That's what he was talking about last night, about Māori, and how, you know, you've got all these myths, but it's all part of their history sort of thing, and we just got to take it for what it is, and I don't know, it's New Zealand, it's part of us.